De la porra. Vamos. Necesito un empate, una victoria en esa. Sí se puede. Mierda, que esas. Ahí nació ni del carajo, a ver. Ay, mi madre. Vamos a ver. Pero dame ver la información. Eso. Damn. Vamos a ver. Tiene mucha gente en la mitad de la cancha.
Well, hello, a warm welcome to all of you from amongst this final day tension and expectation. Here's the simple story. One team seeking promotion. They just have to avoid defeat. It feels perfectly plausible. But such is the beauty of the game. You just never know. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation. 100,000 plus in unison. And already we're underway here. It's a mighty effort!
Damn!
He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This guy, Dusan Vlahovic, is a player I've seen a lot more of recently, Peter. He boasts some incredible records, you know, making his debut in the Serbian top flight when he was only 15 years of age and scoring 20-plus league goals in Italy by the age of 21. Now, that's quite something. And what I like is his industry. He's extremely hard-working off the ball, and he definitely has that fire in his belly, something you come to expect of players that have spent a lot of their time on their own in a front position.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Pedri. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both.
He's got the shot!
¿Qué?
away!
Ay,
Great
Dios
build-up.
mío.
It all deserved a better ending.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
And we have our very first corner. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. Mbappe. There's the hit!
¿Qué? Oh
Oh,
my
he's managed to
goodness,
get it all wrong.
Cristiano.
Cristiano Ronaldo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That pass isn't the best. Vlahovic. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Mbappe. He's gone for goal! Just eases him off the ball. Pedri. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish?
¿Qué? Debe ser una bendita broma.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona have their second corner now.
¿Otra vez?
Hide after that one. Rodri.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Alexander-Arnold. And that is a little undercooked. Rodri. He could be in here. And he's found a way past. Decent hit! Pedri. Speculative strike. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Es increíble.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Modric. Valverde has it out wide and in space. Looking for options for movement. Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. It looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. He's found a way through.
What a letdown when you've
Oh
got
my
such
goodness.
presence and movement.
No puede ser.
Valverde. And he's managed to get free. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's pulled back. Has a go! It's got in! He's put
No
through his
puede
own
ser,
net!
¿ves?
Ah, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen.
Es
I
increíble,
really
guys.
sympathise.
Sí.
Well, that'll have created more work for the boss. He's got to adjust this half-time team talk and lift the spirits of his star man now, Peter.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Mbappe. That's been cut out, well played. Jorginho. It's a pretty loose pass. Jorginho. And here's a chance. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you...
Es
And the first
increíble,
half is done.
guys.
So the
Yeah,
end of the first half,
autogol.
both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5, Cristiano
And the
Ronaldo.
second half gets underway.
El dorsal 30.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And that's put paid to a promising move.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
He's got tall. It's fallen kindly.
Vamos.
There's a goal! They've come back. They've come roaring back. This is becoming quite a game. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Big chance!
Damn.
Good run, lovely
¿Por qué
take,
estoy
but
jugando
that is
tan
where it
mal?
stopped.
Lewandowski deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Yamal chasing after it. Alexander-Arnold.
Mission one has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pass is just off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, he just
Damn.
needed a better touch, and you can see his
Tiene
annoyance.
que llegar.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
And it's Davis. Vitinha. Davis is charging up on the overlap. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And no, that was never going to make it. Rashford.
There they go, hunting again.
Rashford showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Shot a goal! It's a loose in for the pieces!
No
He's
puede
done
ser.
very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Chance! Goal! And this has become a real roller coaster of a game. We go up, we go down. Where we end, who knows?
Well, I for one didn't see this coming, Peter, but it's made for a fantastic spectacle. The big question now, what do you do from a game management perspective? Stick or twist?
And the shot!
Ay, Dios.
A real chance and a real let-off.
Lo hice
Another
mal, lo
example
hice mal,
of
lo
how
hice mal,
comfortable
lo
this
hice
team is
mal.
on the break.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely weighted ball. Great chance! He should have put that one away.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, that was vital. Neymar. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's onside. Stood up well to him there.
Damn.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Decent hit and on target. Now it's Rashford. Pinches it off him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's in on goal. And the shot!
Oh my goodness, ¿qué
Oh,
pasó?
terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They're up to 5 corners now. And a header! No mistake! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
He's through here. He's got space in the area. Real chance! And the pass is intercepted. Vitinha! Lacking in accuracy. Now it's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. And he'll shoot here. Oh, the kick has done ever so well. I think...
Victoria.
Barcelona
Ascendido.
are going up, and now they can dream.
A ver, ascendido. Yes, yes. Uh-huh. Vamos por otro.
So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And already we're underway here. Mbappe.
That was lovely, that.
He's found the way through. Decent hit!
¿Qué?
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think it would be...
He's one-on-one! Well, that's pretty clear.
Es
It is
roja.
a foul.
Expulsado.
Yellow or red? It is red.
Oh,
His
damn.
body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
¿Qué pasó? Mientras tanto, ¿Cómo que no puedo hacer el cambio?
And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Going for goal! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
El problema no tengo eso, espérate. Pero tengo otra idea. Táctica, formación. No. Tres. Mira, que la tiene que poner. Sacada. Este muchacho va a poner. Ni modo.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Clearly
30.
unplanned this,
Ah.
a change already being made here.
El dorsal
Look, to make a
17.
change this early, Peter, is not the norm. He seems to be unhappy about it, and I sympathise. I think he's been harshly treated.
He's through now, is he? Can he finish? And he's done it!
Yo
Listen,
creo que
the
hice,
big
algo
names
hice mal.
earn their reputations for precisely the
¿Sabes cuál
reason
es?
we've just
No
seen.
debí
They
sacar
have a
uno de los
habit of
videos.
making their
No.
presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Debí sacar a uno de los
The
delanteros,
lightness of
chicos.
step, the
Por
sharpness
ejemplo,
of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's
voy a poner
wonderful
esta
to see.
ahí.
The run
Voy
was
a sacar a,
explosive, the finish exquisite.
pero voy a sacar voy a poner a Vitinho.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Oh, what a mistake!
¿Qué?
Might be danger here. Can he put it away? Really well taken goal.
Ay, no.
2, and we've barely begun here. The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
So that's 2 now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Musiala engages and forces him off the ball. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. He is through here. Yamal! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Lamine Yamal is offering a wry smile there.
Barcelona with the corner.
Aún así
They're
estoy.
first. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. That has ended up in no man's land. Played out towards the right wing. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Mbappe is herring after that one. Akanji makes the interception. Looking for options for movement. Oh, great ball! Nice bit of trickery. He's going for goal!
Damn.
Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And now they can spring out of defence. Yamal, some resolute defending there. And that is a little undercooked. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Akanji cuts it out. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Barcelona are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pedri. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
¿Qué?
Now there's a fine ball. Tries a shot! Yes! And surely that settles it.
Yeah,
Imagínate
the
que
pass
uno
was
menos.
bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Locatelli Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Barcelona are in need of a lift as we head up. He's got the shot away!
Ay,
And
Dios.
that is wildly off target.
Barcelona just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Oh, easy pickings there. 5 minutes till the break. Oh, that was vital.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's a key interception. Douglas Luiz. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Musiala. Musiala goes on a run down the left wing. Tomori was in no mood for any of that. Yamal. Oh, he's onto this.
Habrá
A
3
slightly
minutos de
better ball
descuento.
would have led to a very different out face to Mbappe! Darmian. Now Fratesi. Oh, played right into his path. He's one-on-one, straight hit! It's there!
veces.
And they're at it again, in double quick time!
Qué asco ese equipo.
I
Ya
was
no.
impressed with
No, y
both the
estoy jugando con
movement
uno
and the
menos
pass,
también.
both causing lots of problems for that
El
defence.
dorsal 18.
Estoy jugando con uno menos.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And there is the half-time whistle.
No es
Well, what a half.
cierto.
For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Barcelona
Shapes to shoot. Oh, terrific save.
Locatelli put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
It's their second corner of the game. Musiala. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. And the finish!
Yep.
Akanji spots it and intercepts. He's a sharp little ball here. Here comes the corner. Barcelona have their second corner now.
Shoo.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for the runner. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. No, that's been intercepted.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Okay.
That's a shade optimistic.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be
La
closed.
asistencia a este partido Asciende a
That is good.
98.004
Super
espectadores.
running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Real chance!
Al fin.
And yes, it's there!
Patricio, ¿cómo estás? Sí, después de
And
ese
that
partido es
really is
posible.
so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. He's beaten the last man. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Gently done. Oh, that's well spotted. Threads one in. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, they could be caught out here.
Damn.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. He's having a hit. No mistake.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Can he finish?
Ay, si no,
Oh,
si
surely
pu-
that deserved
si
better.
hubiera
It's easy
visto
to
al
say it,
tipo
but
allá
difficult to
abajo.
stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Now that looks a decent ball. That has not gone well. The ball has bounced loose now. Musiala. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Look at the space here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. No foul, says the referee. Mbappe. Oh, super find. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And that could set him on his way.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That is good alertness. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, no joy this time. Vitinha, he steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Well, played right into his path.
Ah,
And
ya
the
sabía
assistant
que estaba
referee has his flag
adelantado.
raised for offside.
Ya, pero esta no era para él.
Yamal. Barcelona have got it back, and they'll have another go. Pass is just off target. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run.
Could be danger here. Yamal!
Damn.
And for a moment, time stood still.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Oh, he's been caught. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? And it has to be said, an absolute gift. Barcelona give... And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
Se informa a los espectadores
Barcelona
que deberán abandonar el
really did
estadio en
suffer for
coche,
their
ya
lack
que
of
se espera
numbers
un
here.
fuerte descenso tras
Well,
el
they were
partido.
up against it,
Por
but
favor,
these players can
circulen con
take heart
precaución.
from what was a worthy response. There was no sign.
Sí, a crearle sala a sala, bro. Patricio. A ver, a ver, a ver. Necesito un lateral. No tengo lateral. Yo no tengo lateral. ¿Dónde están los laterales? Sí. Obrigado. Hola, Sandy. Cindy. Que no tengo, no tengo lateral. Llegó Vladimir Kuf. ¿Quién es este viejo? ¿Dónde carajo juega este viejo? Espérate. ¿Será que vendía todos los laterales que yo tenía? Suplente. No tengo laterales. ¿Será que no veo bien? O sea, no tengo suplente para Arnold. Debo ir al mercado, chicos. Debo ir al mercado. Vengo ahora. Jugadores normales. Todavía. Yo no voy a gastar tanto cuarto por un lateral. Está en 80. 120. ¿Qué? No encuentro tampoco. Compro a Walker. Ficho a Walker. Continuar. Partido. Voy para allá. Ujujú. Mm, 91. A ver, almacenar. Vamos. No se hizo. Ahora bien, vamos a jugar con Walker.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm going to keep an eye out for this guy, Kyle Walker, especially because his team build from the back, whether he's going to stay out wide or move into midfield and create some overloads. He's a player I hugely admire for his intelligence, his sense of positioning, and boy, can he sprint.
Okay, interesting. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Yamal. Oh, delightful ball. Danger averted for now. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Looking for the run. That's going in strongly. And that's clear cut.
Pero la
It's
falta
a
era
free
sobre
kick.
mí.
Musiala. Akanji gets over and intercepts. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Vamos.
Goal! Barcelona!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
In with a header! No mistake! And they're at it again! In
Vamos.
double quick time!
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Just eases him off the ball. He can run onto that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries a shot! Surely now they are
¿A dónde
well
vas?
and truly out of sight.
Yo sé que vas a salir.
A quite incredible
Yo sé
spell.
que te
They
gusta
are
sacarte
flying.
portero.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's off target and by quite a way.
Cristiano Ronaldo knew immediately he didn't...
Could be danger. Can he put it away?
Lo que he
And with the goal
fallado.
at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Yamal, and he's picked out shapes to shoot!
Oh.
And that has forced the very best
Debe
out of
estar
the
como
keeper.
por 5-0.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He rises! It's a
Qué
goal!
facilidad da ese
And
muchacho.
again, they simply do not know what has hit them. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Barcelona are having a ball here. Cristiano Ronaldo gets through on his... He's had a shot!
Penal.
Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that?
Lo sentí.
Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here.
Se fue, cabrón. Se fue. Vamos a por otro. Vamos por otro.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Bellingham. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Someone I really like a lot, Peter, is Matthijs de Ligt. You can't get much better than him when it comes to taking the ball up the pitch into midfield and then linking up with his midfielders and his attackers, sometimes driving even further forward. He really is amongst the very best in the world at doing this.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Bellingham. Davids. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now that looks a decent ball. Tchouaméni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Colombia with the corner, there first. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Pedri. He has found a way through. Big chance! That was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
De Ligt can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Davids. Neither side yet able to find the net. Not the most accurate pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
In towards the middle.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Kimmich. Kimmich is offering some sort of an apology there.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Colombia have the chance to go the other way. Aim forwards. Oh, and he's through the middle. That's been cut out, well played.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation.
Oh, what a climb! Goal! Colombia! And it's Colombia who take the lead.
Goles pendejos nuevamente. Goles
What a
pendejos.
super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Tenía el pase ahí.
Colombia have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Kimmich. Alexander
Mielquina
Arnold
otra
picks it
vez.
up out wide. And the ball's a good one here. He's been taken down,
¿Qué?
and the referee has pointed at the
No
spot.
mames, güey.
And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Donnarumma will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. And he's missed altogether.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Yamal. And he skips past his man. He's shifting through the gears here. Great hit! Oh, taken with style. And once
Llegó el
more,
empate.
we are all square. You score,
Llegó
we score.
el
Well, if ever you want to see a
empate.
lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got
Real chance!
¿Qué?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's being shifted off it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
No va a
It's
llegar.
a shade optimistic.
No va a llegar. Es el ayer gol más claro.
He's through here. Oh, that's a very decent ball. Shot a goal!
¿Qué?
He's quick to get it clear again. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Bellingham. Neymar. David. Shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right!
Fallé
There's
uno
always a
más.
chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Unos goles más claros y luego meten ese gol. Es increíble, guys.
Colombia go into the lead. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's wonderful alertment. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And the game has already resumed here.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Pedri. Mbappe. He's picked his way through. And the finish! Kubo. And now the breakaway. Kubo. That is good strength. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle.
Yeah.
They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Oh, that's a key interception. That has not gone well. And here's Neymar. And he was quick to react. De Ligt kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now who's going to be first to this? Can he get it through? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Damn.
That'll be a corner. So, third corner of the game. Up he goes! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Looking to set free a runner. Hits one! They've done it!
Es una bendita broma.
Two to the good!
Todo iba bien.
Breathing space. That was
Todo
a
iba
given.
bien.
It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Colombia take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
And Sufati. And that could set him on his way. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Kubo, always onto this. Can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Entrará al campo número 20.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. De Ligt gets over and intercepts. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Mbappe. Marquinhos. Marquinhos was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, super! There's the hit!
Damn.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Coutinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Hola Isidro.
Cambio en Colombia. Número 4.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Número 21.
He's got tall. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Pedri pinches it off him. Neymar. He's cut it out. Mbappe. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Walker has got himself a free kick.
Cambio en Colombia. Número 6. Entrará al campo número 18.
Hernandez. Played into space out wide. De Ligt getting this one clear. Bellingham. Donnarumma will lay claim to that. Kyle Walker. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Yamal.
Damn.
And he can clear it away. Ansu Fati. Hernandez. Now it's Ansu Fati. And that's an excellent interception. Cleared without complication. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Camavinga clears it away. And it's Walker. Header!
¿Qué?
That's a half-decent try.
He fallado
It's a little
muchísimo, es
unfortunate. You had a
imposible,
lot
bro.
of people worried then.
He fallado demasiado.
Aims beyond the defence. He's gone backward here. And he's intervened well there. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Davids gets into some space. Ansu Fati gets a good foot in there. Bellingham. Now it's De Jong. Great ball if he can get there. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Alexander-Arnold considers his
Yeah.
options.
Demasiado. Cambios. Messi o Ronaldo, Messi. Chao, me voy de YouTube. Messi, bro.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes
Vamos.
here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. The action has already started. Mbappe! And the pass is intercepted. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Neymar tries a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that. That's an untidy
¿Qué?
challenge.
Pero jugué la
Free kick
pelota.
given. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. De Bruyne. Great chance! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to
No,
make
él
it
vino a
count.
ganar.
A very tasty combination.
Mira.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Espérate.
Caicedo makes the interception.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive. The type...
Heads it!
¿Qué?
Fair attempt,
No puede
just the wrong outcome.
ser. Qué mala suerte.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. That is good alertness.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's in. It's Neymar! Goal!
Debe ser una bendita broma,
And
Dios.
in double quick time.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame.
Soy
Mistakes
yo,
in
con
those
este muchacho el
areas
equipo
are
jugaba mucho
very
mejor.
punishable.
Con este de aquí.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
¿Qué?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Yamal going face to face with his great rival. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Corner number 3 coming up. He rises!
¿Qué?
Just off target.
Ay, Dios.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Van Dijk is there, and he can pick it up. Oh, super fine. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was no routine save.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there.
And now they can spring out of defence. Irwin. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Ah, quality dessert.
Can he finish? Surely now
¿Ves?
they
Cómo
are
me
well
equivoqué
and
y
truly
gol.
out of sight. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to
¿Qué?
do.
Face to face with the keeper. Decent hit! And it's in! A quite incredible
Ay,
spell.
Dios mío,
They are
Dios mío,
flying.
Dios mío.
And that is about as cool as
No,
they
no voy a
come.
hacer nada,
He
mira.
picked
No
his
es
spot
posible eso.
expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
And now he has 2. Barcelona are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Here comes the corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Oh, that one's going nowhere.
¿Qué?
Well, he has managed to get that all wrong. Irwin. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Barcelona are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. And reclaimed it in a trice. Schneider. It's Schneider! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pedri.
That's alert
Es
and sharp
lo que
and
más
very
me
well played.
molesta que no.
Neymar could try cutting in. Terrific header! Oh, it needed better placement.
Barcelona just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. No, that's been intercepted. He's found the way through. That is lovely. Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe. No, again, there's no way through. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And the second half gets underway. Barcelona changed their lineup for the second half. A
Todo
reaction,
me
no doubt, to
sale
the
mal.
half-time score. And it's Snyder. Neymar. Ruben Neves. Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's gone forward.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
David Villa. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that has put paid to that. And that is as far as they're going to go. Pedri is... He's got the shot away!
Esa es una broma. Literal, chicos.
Corner count is rising. That's 6. Keeper's dealt with that. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's clever. David Villa. He's had a hit! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Hernandez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
And he's lost his man here. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That's really well manoeuvred. Yamal. Mbappe. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Foot in. He's a sharp little ball here. Out of play for a goal kick. Kyle Walker.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
David, and the finish! This time, surely! It's
Really?
in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
Barcelona are at the peak
Era
of
para
their
la
powers.
liga,
As for their
cabrón.
opponents, a long way from that. Juli in acres of space out wide. And Dijk cuts out the pass. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Played back in. And he's quick to snatch it. De Bruyne!